Was the turbo ever checked after you gave the car up and it was eventually sold to Andy? In that period, was it checked?
The turbo wasn't checked, no. There'd be no reason for it to be checked if it's not whistling or not making no allegations to it.
Well, don't tell me about that. I need to know what you know. I understand you're making representations for your company, John, but you can't give me a professional assessment because you're not qualified. All you can tell me is what you know.
Yes.
Personally. And you spend a lot of time in this garage, correct?
Yes.
So it was mapped in the way that's described there before you bought it.
Yep.
You hand the car over. To your knowledge, was the car ever remapped again before it was handed over to Andy?
No.
Are you able to prove the contrary?
Well, it says in the text message, I'll pay for the drop links, ball joints, but we'll need to fix them in my garage.
You didn't give him an opportunity to do that.
Right,
Why
I understand that. Because I agreed with him when I bought the car, and he didn't have a problem with it saying, I'll take it to my garage to pay for the ball joints, the MOT.
Well, this is the thing, and I'm going to ask you with your wife standing there. You can give me the answer at the same time, if you like. With hindsight, do you think it would have been reasonable, at first instance at least, to give the garage the opportunity to make the repairs?
We did give them the opportunity, but they denied it. Also, they said that they'd had it in.
When did you give them the opportunity? You take the car away, he immediately goes to his own personal garage, Andy, for it to be assessed and for it to be repaired. He didn't have to let them carry out the repairs. He could have taken it back the next day. So thank you very much. I've got a bill here and I trust you. Let me see what the seller will do, what his mechanic will do. Did you ever do that?
I had a lengthy conversation with him, and he's saying basically there's nothing wrong with the car, there's nothing wrong with the turbo, but he clearly states there that the turbo's got a whistle and he's had it into VW already.
So you say, and this is, I think, important, you say that that's evidence of him being aware that there was a whistle at the time that the car was sold.
If that's correct, he'd have picked it up on a test drive.
Well, don't tell me what he would have done. You look at that text message for a second. It's rather illuminative. If you had sold a car to somebody and that person texted you to say, goodness, the car is whistling, do you think your text message in reply might be, what are you talking about, or what whistle? Might it have been that?
Yes.
Where it says the whistle is because, that implies, doesn't it, that somebody understood or was aware before they let the car go that there was a whistle.
Somebody with a bit of knowledge.
Not you, right?
That's correct.
Could it be Matthew?
Not too sure.
Not too sure? It is possible, isn't it, that without you knowing, your boss was aware that there was a whistle in that vehicle. It is possible, isn't it?
Yes.
Andy, John. Andy, when you bring your case to court, you have to prove it so that I'm more sure than not. And it's even greater than that because this is a consumer contract. So John, on behalf of his company, has to demonstrate, because the thing has gone wrong in a short period of time, that when he sold the vehicle to you, it was in good and merchandisable condition. I'm satisfied here that this car was not. Your claim is in two parts. It's quite clear to me it was not, because the MOT failed. And it failed because of the ball and joint problem. Now, you're immediately entitled to recover that, because, frankly, the car should not have been on the road. Bearing in mind the text message that you've referred to, I'm perfectly satisfied that John's boss, Matthew, was at least on notice that there was a problem with that turbo. And as he was at least partially aware of it, it was up to him to satisfy himself that it was fixed before he sold it to you. And therefore, in the circumstances, you're entitled to recover that amount as well. So I award you your full claim. This court, therefore, awards you £705.55. In the meantime, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Judge.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.